Look at all the fruit on this. Oh, look at that. It is so apple. So apple. Man, awesome said apple. All right, we are here at the Pacific Bonsai Expo 2024 in Oakland, California. And this is the biggest show here on the West Coast, organized by Andrew Robson, Jonas Dupuis, Eric Schrader. And we got some really high caliber trees. In this video, we're going to meet some of the artists, see the sales side. Right, so one of the best things is the sales area. And we're gonna go there first, check out the vendors, check out the trees, check out the pots, see what's hot, and maybe buy a couple things.
Welcome back, guys. Today, we're exploring the Pacific Bonsai Expo, the greatest bonsai exhibition on the West Coast. And I'm here with our famous guest, Ben B. Seattle. And we're gonna take a look at all these amazing and incredible trees today, guys. Let's go.
Oh,
Come on, bring it in.
How you doing?
Ah, good to see you.
Look at this, now he's going nuts. Right, let's go look at the exhibit. All right, here we go. Mike and Therese Britton. This is a very cool looking Ponderosa. Keeping it moving. Here's another one. Here's a Corkbark elm. And let's see what variety this is. It doesn't say, but it's Michael Roberts tree. It does oaks as well. Look how dense that is. Amazing. Really small leaves on that guy. Here is a giant sequoia by Rick Trum. This is rare. This is not something you see very often with that much curve, looking like a juniper. Okay, English oak by Janet Nelson. Very nice tree. Wow, just beautiful. Okay, American Larch by Mike Arpog. Okay, cool little painting upstairs. And I believe that's a common juniper. Cool, very cool. And then a Rocky Mountain by Howard Gressler. Very cool. Here is a hawthorn, and this one is done by Greg McDonald. Wow, nice tree. Nice little leaves. Well done. Sierra Junior by another Rick Trum tree. Okay. Nice movement. Well done paths. Very cool. This is one Michael Roberts Cork Oak. And I've seen this one online. It's a beautiful tree, great ramification, and just amazing. I would love to see a little bit more trunk line because I think that trunk deserves more visuals. Okay, this is Mike's tree here. We're gonna see him do a little bit more, talk about that tree later.
All right, how's it going, everybody? My name is Mike Pistello. We'll talk about my tree here today. So this is a Coast Live Oak that I acquired back in 2017 from Gareth Shepard. Initially, it was collected in Aptos, California in the late 90s. And so I'm the second owner of the tree, Garrett first, then me. And since I've had it, I've done quite a bit of structural work on it. As it is in the show right now, it's only got 5 pieces of wire on the whole tree, so pretty proud of the fact that it's got the silhouette that it has is all pretty much free-flowing, and branches have held pretty nicely. 3rd gen Yamaki pot and Jerry Braswell stand. All right, so what you're looking at is a scroll that's from Doris Meider in Germany, and she actually painted that, and I was looking for something that would depict kind of a fall screen or fall scene. Hence the clouds kind of covering the sun. And then with my accent that I have down there, it's actually an antique bowl, and with the man on top, and it's an incense burner. So if you take this off, you can see, and that is also doubles as an incense burner. If I can get it back on there. Couple things about the tree. I think I talked a little bit earlier, but one of the key features that drew me to this tree initially was the bark, which is very common to see smooth trunk oaks, but very rare to see with this kind of bark. So that's the really key feature to this tree, especially with the nabari in front there that's all natural. And then developing the branches, I tried to go for more of an oak look, not necessarily a super triangular bonsai look, but more of a broader canopy, which you would see more in nature. So I normally don't like to do the bigger helmet type of a look, but in the sense of what this tree is and what I'm trying to convey, that is why I went to that design. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoy it, and look forward to more expos in the future.
Okay, what's this? We got a limber pine by Scott Elser. Nice pine. I love limber. I want to get a hands on one of those to play with. And here we got Andrew Robson's Shishigashara without any leaves. Awesome. And we're going through this fast because we're losing light. Here we go. This is a mountain hemlock by Bob King. Nice curves. Great Pacific Northwest tree. I believe we've seen this tree a couple of years ago. It's still a winner. Jeffrey Stern, Korean hornbeam. Look at that. This tree's magical. Wow, look at that. Another winner right here is the Kishu by Christopher Rumery. And this is perfect. It's, wow, nice pot, well designed. Great deadwood. This one is Trident Maple by Eric Schrader. It's got muscles. It literally has muscles. Look at that system. Very nice. Oh, beautiful little juniper right here. That gives me inspiration for one of my small junipers to kind of design and look like that. Oh, it's not going to look that good, but a man can have dreams. Japanese Black Pine by Jonas. So clean. So nice. Look at that. Great tapered, beautiful nabari. I was using the axis cutting, the Japanese method of cutting seedlings. Accent olive of all things. Awesome. Oh, okay. This looks like a Hagedorn piece for sure. Interplay of metals and rust with an Ito Igawa juniper that's just hanging right here. Very avant-garde. I mean, Hagedorn has a very low-key personality, but he speaks through his trees. And he wants to be heard that way. I really respect that. Okay. This looks like a Kashima Japanese Maple by Paul. And it's got a bridge. Wow, very cool. Look at this accent plant. Here is a little spruce three-way by Mark Arpog. And then that, look at that, awesome. Okay, look at this guy. All right, these two are fantastic trees. This is done by Tony Henninger and Ronco. All right, oh, look at this little juniper, too nice. Seiju elm, this is the 5-point display of the Shohin-sized trees. These are fun, these are awesome. J. Nolan Buttonwood. What else we got over here? We got Nia, Sea Hibiscus, Green Gem Ficus. Very cool. Oh, how cute is this Eastern White Cedar? This Eastern White Cedar is fantastic. That is awesome. Look at the deadwood on this thing. Very cool. Love the display. Yes. Pumping them steroids in there. Ito Igawa Juniper by the man himself. Who's this guy?
Hello.
What's he doing over here?
Show maintenance.
Show maintenance. There you go. Cool accent plant. Crab apple here by Bill Critchlow. Look at all the fruit on this. Oh, look at that. It is so apple. So apple. I said awesome, but I said, man, awesome said apple. Palmer oak. Whoa, look at the leaves on this one. This is very interesting. Palmer oak, lots of deadwood. Amazing. Okay. Here's one by Christian Gamboa, Sejuem, and it is a rock planting. Very cool. This one's a European olive by Candace Key. Cool. Nice little accent rock right there, Suiseki. Pomegranate. Grows really well in California. It's big and chunky. Look at that. Live vein with deadwood and has that alligator deadwood. You don't see that often. That's been baking in the sun. Very nice. Cool. California juniper. That's a cool tree. Nice. William Valvanis. Here's Shishigashara. Forest. He had an individual tree 2 years ago. That's a cool one. Dwarf Garden Juniper. That guy, I believe this is Julian Tsai. That's one of his trees. Yes, it is. Very cool. Turning around, Jeremiah's tree. This is a chunky monkey coast redwood, amazing deadwood, very clean lines, and I really think this tree should have won an award. That's just my opinion, but
all right. My name is Jeremiah Lee. This is my coast redwood, Sequoia sempervirens. I got this tree in 2016, I believe, from Bob Scheiman, and I purchased it at a Bay Island Bonsai show. It was originally just rough stock, and it was in a nursery container. We repotted it a few times since then. Right now it's in a now Tokatake unglazed Moko-shaped container. And then the stand is made by Austin Heitzman. The stand is made out of walnut. It's got some really nice figuring on it, and I absolutely love his work. He did a really great job carving it. So I've been working on this tree since 2016, approximately, and I work on it with my teacher, Peter T. of Peter T. Bonsai. Originally, we cut it way back, and then slowly we've been allowing it to elongate. And basically this is my most time-consuming tree. I basically pinch it every 3 to 4 weeks during the growing season. So quite a lot of pinching. And I use scissors when I pinch, but any elongating growth, I'll cut it back and it always buds out as long as it's during the growing season. Originally, I collected it from the legendary Bob Scheiman, or excuse me, I bought it from the legendary Bob Scheiman, who's standing behind you right now. But been working on it since then, and I've really enjoyed working on it. I love the burl, which is all natural, and the deadwood, which I didn't do any carving on it. It's just all natural deadwood there. So yeah, a little bit about my tree.
European Beach, cool tree. Nice little juniper here by Fred Miyahara Kishu juniper. Very nice. Okay, we got this red maple by Michael Hagedorn. Good choice on the blue pot. Blends well with the red budding tips on this maple. Here's a Monterey Cypress by George Haas. Tall tree, big tree. All right. More olives. This one is by Janice Dilbeck, actually. Very nice. Okay. So, moving on. Rick Trum. Rick Trum's got a lot of stuff here. This is a shore juniper. Lots of deadwood on that. Very cool. Very nice. Accent plant there. I need to meet Mr. Rick Trum. This is a Chochibai and Shimpaku by Andrew Robson. The Chochibai is big monster right there. Very nice. Peter Tree designed this tree. There. Then a black pine by Alexei Garanov. I love this flaky bark. Very nice. Okay, this is a hawthorn by Greg McDonald. I mean, it's always the usual suspects with the great trees. And we're going into the last row. Almost there. Japanese White Pine by Doug Bradley and Linda Breeden. Wow, look at that old scraggly root system. That takes a while to grow like that. Beautiful. Fantastic tree. Look at the pads on that. Little olive here. Look at that. Greg Thompson. Big old Chinese elm with deadwood. Nice carving. Ooh, look at that. Big tree. Oh, interesting. Shohin mix in there. Lots of red lava. No moss. Interesting take. That's the first time I've kind of seen it without moss. Wow. Look at that deadwood.
Sort of falling back into the tree. And
all right. Clark Bonsai. Nice silver berry. All right, let's go over here. All right, is this from Tony? No, this is Scott Elser. Coast Douglas fir in a semi-cascade. Beautiful tree. Very large. And he got an award here for this tree. Scott is the man when it comes to putting in nice, beautiful bonsai display trees here. It's also a great, fantastic graphic design artist. Okay, next aisle. Who we got here? This is a Korean hornbeam by Lindsay Shiba. Lindsay, by Cohen, representing. All right, how about that base? Beautiful beige pot, nice and goes well. That is a wide Korean hornbeam, very old. Wow, very nice. Oh, look at the accent panda. Little bamboo. And then we've got here European olive by Tony Henniger and Ron Coe. All right, look at that turtleback Nibori out there. Well padded out. Incredible. I love it. What a good idea. It has olives, probably from the grocery store here as an accent. That's awesome. So this is a European olive, though it is native here because it was collected in California about 30 years ago or so, and it's been in development as bonsai ever since. This belongs to one of my clients. The structure of the tree is a little bit different because a lot of times olives, when they're collected, they tend to be from larger olives, so they tend to be sectioned off, so you see a lot of dead wood, and you can see it's like a piece of a bigger tree, whereas this one is actually its own individual trees, which is a bit harder to find in nature. Anytime you see bark like this forming, that means that the tree is much older. I'd say this tree is probably pushing 60 years old, and you can see the bark's all the way to the top. So you know that the top's at least 60, so actually maybe a little bit older than that. But yeah, wonderful tree, nice big tree, very heavy tree, as if anybody knows olives, they're very dense, and yeah, it's tough to pick that up. But yeah, great tree. Sierra Juniper by Bonsai Garden at Lake Merritt. So Lake Merritt's got a tree in here. And this is a Sierra Juniper. I hope to get some of these one day. Maybe we'll make a video about it. Beautiful tree. Very wide. Nice deadwood. Great wiring on and pad development with nice negative space between them. How about that? I need to take a bath in that pot. It is huge. Look at this thing. The wideness of the base going straight up to the top. That taper is sharp. And the little wings of trunk nabari there. Awesome. So this by the Bonsai Collection at the Huntington. It's a Huntington tree. Okay, that makes sense. Coast Live Oak by John Thompson. Incredible tree right here. That has all the curves that you want in a tree. Nice. This little gnarly burl bottom works its way up. And the leaves kind of remind me of little hollies. Very cool. Very nice. Bark is very well developed. No scarring, barely. Little one right there, but sealed over nice. Excellent looking accent plant with little acorns. Ponderosa Pine by Todd Schaeffler. Okay. This is very reminiscent of Randy Knight's tree a couple years ago. Look at that accent plant. Wow. Look at this. That's a character of this tree. It looks like a little happy face snail thing. Interesting. Very interesting. Big tree. Big tree. I don't know how he balances this thing in there. That pot, the legs on it. Very unique pot. Wow. Cool. Great entry. This winter hazel, Andrew Robson. Very nice. Very nice. Look at that big purple pot. You don't see big purple pots around. And they're starting to show buds in the fall, which is weird. Okay. All right. Standing around the mountain hemlock. And this one has been in the PSBA show in Seattle. It's one of my favorite hemlocks right here. Okay, we're 1/3 done. And I'm running out of battery. How's this? We have a Colorado Blue Spruce by Stephen Rope. Okay. Full tree. Look at that deadwood towards the bottom. Very nice. Right, I'm going to move a little bit faster. Okay. There is probably a Sierra Juniper. Nice deadwood, literati style. This is probably another Robson tree, Stewardia. Lots of people around it enjoying it. So this is a medium display here, and you can see in the medium display there's two trees. That's a corkbark elm, Chinese elm. This is actually a Rocky Mountain juniper, but it was grafted with a Kishu juniper about 12 years ago. Slowly, as the graft took and grew, we started developing the branches. A lot of people ask me about, how do you get it so dense? Well, a lot of it is just how I prune, how I grow the tree. Step one, make sure you're growing the tree healthy, and it'll tend to be dense automatically. Going through, doing selective pruning, getting the tree to grow, having patience to see the tree just slowly grow and fill in and not try to rush it or force it, and you'll get something full like this. It took about from the initial grafting the tree to what you see today in the show and it winning a prize, it took about 12 years. Right, for this tree to get to this point. A lot of hard work, but not crazy hard work either. It's just a matter of just doing it.
What is it?
It's a corkbark Chinese elm. So this is a corkbark elm. And the interesting thing about this tree is it belongs to my client, and it used to be a bigger tree, and he air layered the top part off. Let's say, I think it was about 8 years ago, maybe a little longer that he air layered. And it was only about this big when he air layered it. And so it originally was supposed to be Shohin, which is a tree that's 8 inches and under, right? And so when I first started working on it, it was much smaller and it was in a very tiny pot. And over the years, as we're developing the branches, the trunk just got bigger and bigger, like strangely got bigger and bigger real fast. To now it's not a Shohin, of course, it's more of a medium-ish sized tree. So we thought it would partner well with this guy. And the funny thing also is that it's October and there's no leaves, right? Because there were leaves on there and they were really green. It's a little too warm still before it falls off. So I had my two apprentices go through and pick off every leaf. It took 3 of us about 3 hours to do it all, which was big. Yeah, some of it was cut, some of it you can kind of just pluck it off, you know, just so it would show better at the show, right? So you can see, you know, all the hard work in branch development. Yeah, yeah. Look at this maple over rock. Triple trunk. That's incredible. Look at the ramification on that. Incredible. And that's a big pot too. That's at least 30 something inches, maybe 30. Beautiful Japanese maple. Cryptomeria.
Sleep like a long. He slept for 12 hours.
Whew. Lots of cool people here, and it's hard to get by without chatting with every single person I meet because they're all lovely people. Here we go. What do we got here? We're gonna do this fast. Saguaro cypress. So this is like a Sakomo cypress. So this could be a boulevard cypress. More of the larger upright variety. Okay. Look at this azalea right here. Holy cow. That is a big old monster, about 6-7 inches at the base. Beautiful, very well done. Very cool.
And
Cedar elm.
we're standing here, and the stand that is up is up a bit.
Okay, this is cedar elm. So cedar elms have this really nice old bark on it, and make for very interesting looking trees because they look old because of that nice upright tree. Beautiful. All right, here's another show hidden display by Janet Nelson. Look at the apples on this guy. That's fantastic. It is the best in show for the show hidden display. Trident maple on the bottom, Kishu. Chochibai with fruit. Very cool. And a cork Japanese black pine. Amazing. Awesome. Beautiful work. All right. I think we covered all the trees.
We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher.